Now that I'm back in the house, I'm gonna let y'all know something, okay? If no one else tell you this, as of 2019, especially black people, we are free people. We don't have to do nothing that this country tell us to do. We never did, really. Everything that we ever done was by choice. We can always say no. This is why we have our free will. We don't have to say or agree to none of this shit. It's just that we have been led by fear. This is why the majority of us do the things that we do, because we are in fear. But we don't have to do nothing anymore. The United States is up for sale. The White House is up for sale. All the official government buildings in Washington, D.C. is boarded up. No one is in those buildings. That means that Washington, D.C. is dead. It is up for sale. It no longer exists. We no longer have a government at all. We no longer have no one hovering us, telling us what to do. We are free people. But they are not going to tell y'all that we are free. And the fact that we are free people, we are not even considered United States citizens anymore. We are not even, we don't even have to say United States, because the United States is dead. The name United States of America is dead. It has already been sold. They are already tearing down the United States slowly, because they are about to rebuild this country. The only reason why they haven't fully executed it yet, because they still have the jewels here. Eventually they are going to kill off the United States of America and rebuild their new brand. We don't have to do nothing, people. We are free people. And the fact that every United States citizen is now free, they're not going to tell us that we are free. So what they're going to do is, the fact that the United States is already dead and it has already collapsed, they are coming up with new rules and new regulations for the ones that doesn't know that they are free. This is why they're coming up with the New World Agenda. This is why they came up with the 2025 agenda. Because you got a lot of Americans, a lot of free people that doesn't know that they are free. So what they are going to do now, since we now have our freedom and we don't have to do nothing anymore, instead of them telling us that, they want full control of us. See, because the fact that this was a democracy country, we actually had control over the United States. We just appointed people to do the work for us. But we never needed a president. We never needed a government. We never needed a mayor. We never needed none of these things. We elected people to make the decisions for us. We make the decisions and we have people speak for us. But we always had the control. It's just that we had people that stood in front of us and make the decisions, and we supposed to tell them what to do. And meanwhile, they wasn't doing it. So now we have gotten to the point where, though, there is no one to represent us. We represent ourselves. This is what makes us free people. And the fact that the majority of the United States citizen doesn't know that, the people now wants full control of us. Because they don't know, they know that we have our freedom. Some of us know that we have our freedom. So now that we have our freedom, we don't need them for nothing. We don't need them. It is no point of a president. It's no point of America. It's no point of a Secretary of State. We don't need none of these, because we are free now. We can run ourselves. We can dictate ourselves. But they're not going to tell you that. Why would they tell y'all, oh, y'all free now. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Y'all can go to any land you want to, but this is your land. They're not going to tell us that. Because we have been led by people that have been actually controlling us. So they're not going to tell us that. Even when we was giving people the power to make decisions for us, we were thinking that they was actually doing what we telling. Because even though you vote, when you vote, your vote still don't count. Because the electoral you vote has nothing to do with you. So all these many years that people have been voting and dying and losing their lives to vote, your vote still never counted in the first damn place. So why many millions of people lost their lives to vote and voting never did come in your favor because your vote never did count? So now that the Washington D.C. is up for sale and is boarded up, Washington D.C. no longer exists. We no longer have a government. And the fact that Washington D.C. knows that they're not going to tell us this, we are free now. We don't need nobody to represent us, like I've always been saying. That means we can do what we want to do. And the fact that they know that the majority of us don't know this, what they do, they eliminated all the people from TikTok that knows this. So now they are coming up with a new way to control you, because our contract is up. We was under a contract to be controlled, but it's up. This is why we're in year of the dragon, the year of the truth, the age of the Aquarius. We in the age of the great reveal. And the great reveal is you have been free all of this time. We never needed none of these people to come and invade our space and tell us what to do. We never needed them. And the fact that we is waking up to know that we are actually free and we don't need none of this, their way of playing, because I told y'all for years, we are playing the game of chess. We are in the Hunger Games. And the game is against the ones that's asleep, the ones that don't know. So now that we are waking up more and more and more to know that we are free, they are going to try to control us. And the way they are going to do that, they're going to have a dictator. Because once you have a dictator here, that's it. Because you can't vote a dictator in. It's not the people's decisions when they have a dictator. Don't you think those people over there in China and Korea, don't y'all think that if they could vote to get them dictators out of there, that they would? But it's nothing that the people can do because they have a dictator. The dictator tells them what to do, how to live, where to go. America never had that, but America is about to have that. And honestly, I truly believe that China is in on it, because China is going to have a piece of the new world that's about to be built over here. And Russia, all of them. The United States of America is about to be called the United Nation States of America. That means a lot of countries and nations is going to have a piece of the smart country that they are about to build here. And we have our freedom. And the thing about it is, we don't have to die for our freedom. We don't have to die for our freedom because we are already free. We are going to die because many of us are going to die. They're going to kill us. I'm sorry to say it, but they're going to kill us. And we don't have to die for our freedom because we are already free. We are going to die in our freedom. Remember, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If you live in your freedom, you're going to die in your freedom. You live being controlled, you're going to die being controlled. It's just the way it is. So you don't have to fight for your freedom. You are already free. If anything, you are fighting the people that wants to control you because they know you are free. We are already free people. We don't got to do shit that they tell us to do. This is why I've been telling them, stop voting. Stop paying your taxes. Stop. We don't got to do none of that shit. That was their way of controlling us. That was their way of making money off of us because we didn't know. We don't got to do none of this shit. Listen, people. We don't have to die for our freedom because we are already free. If anything, we are going to die because we are all free. So if you lose your life, you are going to die a free man, a free woman, or a free child. You're not going to die because you want freedom. You are already free right now. Right now, you are already free. So why you got to fight for your freedom when you are already free? If anything, you're going to die because you is free. And the one that's going to live is going to die by the sword. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the show.